Now, you wrote two books, uh, Black America and the Illusion of Political Power,
Mhm.
and the economic condition of Black America in the 12th century. So my question to
20th
you is,
20th
oh,
century.
sorry, 20th century. So my question to you is, how are Black Americans doing economically?
Well, when you look at the data, we are the poorest community in the US, not just in the US, but everywhere. Or
And that's
every
because of racism?
no, cut me a slack, man. Hell no.
Well, come on. Well, why are you laughing, Joel? Why are you laughing, man?
Because
Hell
I
no.
know what he's gonna say.
Hell no. Hell no. If it was because of racism, no black man on earth would have been rich in the Western world. So no, it's not because of racism. It's because of personal responsibility. It's because we're not focused. It's because we focus on things that are not relevant to the economic development of the black community. It's that simple. As I
Okay.
say, I come back to my initial point. We don't focus on science and intellectual stuff. We focus on entertainment, and entertainment doesn't develop a society.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna give you some pushback on
Mhm,
this. Okay. So in economics, we use the term the invisible hand.
mhm.
So so in I guess you could say in social justice thought, there's the invisible hand of the white man.
Mhm.
Um and it
Who,
keeps
do you mean George Soros?
yeah, the invisible hand of the white man that that is working behind the scenes to keep black people from progressing. So we know that black people are not progressing. We're not being as great as they can be because um, our stats don't equal the same as our other race groups, other counterparts. So
Mhm.
because we're not equal to them, we don't see equity. We know that racism is there and it's stopping black people. What would you say to that?
Nonsense. So here's the thing. James Fortin, right? He was a sailmaker from Philadelphia. He invented a sail-making device that enabled him to create a highly profitable business. By 1830, I'm reading what I wrote in my own book, The Economic Condition of Black America,
Okay.
the 20th century. By 1830, he was worth an estimated $100,000, which is approximately $2.5 million today when adjusted for inflation. So this black man here started a business, and by 1830, he was worth $100,000. 1830, slavery was a legal institution in the United States. And you have a Negro. I use the word Negro, yes. You have a Negro who has a net worth of $100,000. At a time, slavery was legal. That answers your question. How come a Negro in the 19th century, at the time where
Hmm.
slavery was legal, was worth more than most white folks?
Hmm. Well, now
How, how,
I'm not
how do you
familiar with
explain
this
that?
story.
What's it?
Yeah. No, no, I'm not familiar with this story, but like, like, would somebody say, maybe somebody might say, okay, the white man the white man empowered him and made him rich. Can I say that?
Yeah, sure. But how they made him rich? That's the question.
Hmm.
How?
Hmm.
Freedom.
He started business. He was selling a product or a service. They liked the product or the service, and they
Hmm.
decide to buy it despite the racial bias. Because we have to be honest, white folks at that time were not woke.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
in the 1830s, no one was woke.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
definitely they
Yeah.
have racial bias, but they put that aside and decide to purchase whatever he was selling them because they like
Mm.
the service.
Hmm. Yeah, it's funny because I also think about Madam C.J. Walker, and she was an African American entrepreneur, philanthropist, and a political social activist, and she's recorded as the first female self-made millionaire in America in the Guinness Book of World Records. And she was born 1867, died 1919. Um, right, so she's still at in the peak of of a racist culture, and she was able to yeah, become a millionaire.
Yeah,
And yeah,
and that's what
without
I'm saying.
and yeah, and think and she's selling, like, black hair products, right?
Mhm,
So, this comes back to, well, okay, well, we can make an argument that the white man could not have helped her,
mhm,
but that, and I would also argue that this isn't an issue of people buying black. I don't think this is an argument where people say, "Oh, yo, buy black." Well, no, this isn't buying black. Even though she was selling black products,
mhm.
she was providing a service to black people that black women needed.
Yeah,
That black women needed it. It wasn't like they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy it because she's black. Well, I'm gonna buy it because I need my hair to be conditioned and to be healthy.
the
That
dumbest
came before it.
the dumbest uh insight would be, oh, I'm buying this because of his skin color. There is absolutely no correlation between the quality of the service or product you're selling and your skin color.
Mhm.
There's absolutely, even if you're black and you're selling black products, does it mean that the product is good because it's for black people? No,
Hmm.
no. The
Hmm.
product is good only if it provides value to the person who purchases it.
Right,
Mhm.
right, and that's like the essence of entrepreneurship, and in the sense that even capitalism, that you're providing a service that nobody else can provide. If you can provide a service that nobody else can provide, then you can corner your niche or your market, so that yeah, you'll have customers. Now, of course, now the hard part about
Mhm,
entrepreneurship is
mhm.
customer service.
Yeah,
Like that's the hard part, right? To
it
keep
is.
to keep
Oh
the
yeah, absolutely.
customers and keep producing.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
You
absolutely.
know.
Please subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date. If you liked or disliked the snippet, give it a like and share your 2 cents with us in the comment section. And remember, 6 cents makes change.